So we unlocked Demolitionist, I think, was the Gunslinger normal win. And so now we need to true ending as Barbarian. So now we have Shallow. We are ready. Let's try our best. So Barbarian's kind of cool. You can only use pickaxes, right? For your primary equipment, but you hit in like a 3x3 area. So we should at least be able to get like more ore than like what we could do with just starting with the pickaxe by itself. It's a little bit awkward to begin on this map because it's so shallow. But once you get like good equipment and can do the blue layer comfortably, it's just like right outside your door. And then the red layer is like right under that. Like it's really, really nice. So we'll do our best. Try to get as much value as we can this first day so we can, you know, we gotta try to get to the red layer as soon as possible. Because the red layer is actually a decent size. And the red layer is where you get your best chest upgrades. So the quicker you get to the red layer, the better for day 25 shenanigans. Now, chests are also kind of tough on this map because it's shallow, so oftentimes they end up in the tougher layers. Like, see, this chest on the surface is already blue. Like, we're never getting into that for the next, like, week. Okay, 740, not bad. Better than a pistol. Okay. So technically we could buy these for like one-time use things, but if we don't get enough ore with the explosion, then they kind of waste money. There you go. See, we can jump straight to a sapphire pick. And the nice thing about picks is they're cheap. Like, remember the silver guns were like in the tens of thousands already? The silver pickaxe is 3,000. Like, the pickaxes are one of the cheapest equipments. So we can at least like jump straight up from 30 to 200. So almost 10 times more damage in the first day. We don't need to buy platforms or anything because it's shallow. Adding time would have been nice, but we can just add time day 2. Because we've bought such a good pickaxe already. Because of our AoE, if I mined that iron to the right, it was going to mine the coal, I think, or the copper, and we wouldn't have been able to get out of the hole anymore. I think that's about all we can manage. Okay, 1800, not bad. Emerald pickaxe for sure. We can't quite get a collector because it's 500 for the intern and then 1,000 for the collector. But more time, more inventory. I think that'll be a good use of our money here. Okay. Good enough. What do we get? Okay. 3,700. So, yes. Pickaxe. And then still no collector. We're not going to take an intern because he's going to, like, screw us up escaping. More time would have been nice to have, but I think I just want the pickaxe so we can at least have access easily to stone layer and chests. So we have, like, the dirt and stone layers near the top that we can skim for upgrades. I think what could be really good for this game as well is just, like, more ways and paths for upgrading your character. Like, I think he's got the good, like, the gameplay loop and everything, like, the core gameplay idea is really solid. And I think it's good. But I think he just needs, like, more ways to add content and stuff, and I think more ways, different options for upgrading your character, especially since there's different classes that have, like, you know, different play styles. Like, I think he could lean into that more and just have even more varied types of upgrades and stuff. Okay. Let's see what we get. Not bad. Almost 10k. Which means we can get the Amethyst Pickaxe. And our first collector. Which isn't going to matter. We're going to shoot for a senior one. And just, I think, having a senior collector will help a lot. I should have got maybe the time upgrade instead, but I think we'll be okay. Alright. This is a fine start to the day, honestly. It's unfortunately mostly coal that we've been able to break. But, you know. Okay, we can sit here and mine a bunch of this iron. And what we can do now is, I think we will be picky. Instead of just taking a bunch of coal trips, we're gonna put valuable stuff into our inventory and then dump the coal where we can. And this way, we should make a lot more money if we're just hauling up entire inventories of iron or something. I think we milked this day pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Especially considering our gear and, like, one collector. We really need to be at the point that we can start, like, surfing through the ground and getting items and stuff. Okay, well, let's just take advantage of this. Yeah, we have an upgraded collector, actually, so forgot we bought him. We do want to just leave stuff behind for them to get. And mainly focus on getting chests where we can. I don't know, maybe the shallow map is actually, like, not good for day 25. Because then you don't get a lot of, like, the layers you can actually mine through until you're able to do the blue or red layers. So you're kind of starved for chests for a little bit. Okay, finally, player mining stats. Damage is okay for now, especially for the stone layer. Like, we need more mining speed so we can go quick. Thank you. And this time, yeah, we're not going to really care about going back or anything. We're just going to try to push and get chests. And I think as we get more collectors, we're just going to keep pushing for chests and doing that primarily. Collector speed, sure. So maybe we're going to want the speed collectors instead of the carry-a-lot guys. Need more collectors for more money. We'll focus on collectors for now. We'll start getting the employee mining stats more once we have, like, the red layer comfortably being eviscerated. Because I think right now we just need to focus on everything that's going to give us as much money as possible so we can work into that easier. Player pickaxe speed, thank you. And see, with the pickaxe speed, especially in damage, like, we'll be able to tear through multiple blocks at a time, and that'll be really, really good. Okay, more mining speed. We're getting there. We could get a jetpack. I think I kind of want to save, though, because we really need to get, like, better pickaxes. These matter a lot for this character, especially on this, like, shitty little... So the map we're playing on, there's different map, like, variants. This one is called Shallow, where the layers of each, like, material as it gets harder to mine through is very shallow. You can see the dirt layer is, like, only a few blocks tall. And then it's the stone layer, and then it's the blue stone layer. The normal map is you have, like, a pretty decently sized area of dirt to dig through. The more stuff we mine that isn't coal, the more money we make. But we just have to mine, like, the bare minimum coal to meet our quota up there, 2,200. How are we looking? 50-50? Okay, so we could take either one. I think I'll take speed. Because our damage is pretty good for the stone layer. We just need to mine even faster. And then we got damage afterwards anyways. We definitely can't do the red layer yet, but I think we might even be able to get blue chests with this pickaxe. Especially if we get a few more, like, mining speeds and damage upgrades. Because we can mine the blue layer ores pretty well. And I think usually when you're able to do that, you can get into the chests, like, in a reasonable amount of time. Ooh. Okay, we lucked out with that. 20% mining speed. That's very good. Well, we stockpiled a decent amount of stuff in the background while we were mining. We can get one of these upgraded collectors, probably a strong collector, I'm thinking, because we're getting a... Well, actually, no, never mind, duh. We need the fast collectors because we're going so far away from base. Yeah, fast collectors. I almost forgot. And then, yeah, ruby pickaxe is 100k, so I think we'll get the fast collectors because they weren't keeping up with how many items we're mining. We need the collector upgrades first before we get a new pickaxe. And then, off we go. So yeah, employer miner stats are not very good yet, but I think we need to wait until we can start investing a lot of money into getting a lot of miners before we really focus too hard on them. Yeah, even with this, like, diamond minigun, we're not able to get into the red layer very effectively. Miner stats there. Player mining speed, thank God. Please give me more of those. Or a minigun, that works too. Okay, good amount of money. 100k. We can get our ruby pickaxe. Yeah, see, the diamond's 600k, so that's not happening anytime soon. Maybe a strong collector. Like, because if the strong one can just fill up on all the stuff we leave behind, even if it only makes like 1 or 2 trips back instead of a bunch of trips, and we can get our whistle to blow to send them back home early, that could work out. These basic guys aren't really going to do much, but we need them to upgrade up. That would be a nice quality of life if you could just like buy the level of collector or employee that you want like straight off. Oh yeah, there we go. We're chewing through blue. And we're almost at the point that we can comfortably mine the red for ores. Oh, mining speed, thank you. The mining speed will help a lot, because the more mining speed we have, the more chests we can see. And we'll just scale up even faster. And mining damage will help with that too, to make sure we break through blocks extremely quickly. Okay, how we doing? 200% damage, 190 mining speed. We are definitely getting there. Because we need to get the employees when we're ready to just, like, sit in one spot, dig down, and, like, get the big quotas. But we need the player stats so we can, like, go collect chests. You know? Okay, please give me good stat. Yeah, I like that one. Collector speed, though... I don't know what it's at. I think it's probably lagging behind, but at this point, we need the player mining stats, I think, even more importantly, so we can actually get into the chests and stuff, and then upgrade our collectors faster. I think in order to comfortably win on day 25, we need like 600 to 700% like employee stats, and then just a shit ton of employees. So, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it, but you know, I'll give it my best shot. It's still pretty early to call, like, if it's going to be difficult or impossible to do. We're only on day 12. But we are about halfway there, so... diamond pickaxe, not quite, but we can afford a couple of these, like, top-tier collectors. So we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And that should hopefully give us a nice boost to our economy. Because while we are able to mine through these layers, like, really quickly... We're gonna go left this time for a change of pace. I think we are still kind of leaving behind enough stuff that we're overwhelming the collectors, so just upgrading them first should be pretty good. Yeah, we want to be able to, like, leave behind the collectors and leave enough stuff that they're just, like, always busy. That's sort of the ideal scenario here for maxing out their potential. Miner stats. How are we looking on those? Not great, but considering how much time we have left until day 25, like, I think we could get there. I think we're probably not in a bad spot. Alrighty. Enough for diamond pick, smiley face? Yes, actually. Which, I mean, maybe we no, we should. We need to get as strong as possible for the chests. And then I think money is kind of like the afterthought here for the moment. Because we need to get 1.6 million for the pink one. I don't know if that's going to happen until we get more collectors. So now we want to try to focus red layer, like, we just want to live here. This is our new home. And we want to look out for the electric pickaxe, like, pink scroll. If we get that, we're going to be amazing. Oh, we did it. Okay. We got the big boy pickaxe. Okay, so miner, we're going to take damage here. Because, yeah, the employee miner damage lags behind a lot, since you get it in much smaller doses. We had some collector speed, so they can try to maybe keep up with what I'm doing here. I don't think they will, though. I think we're well outpacing our collectors. And that's okay. As long as the collectors don't outpace us, we're not, like, missing income. See, so the secret of being able to withstand day 25 and, like, meet the quota is being able to get into this dark layer and actually, like, mine through it really fast and get a ton of coal. So, basically what the point of what we're doing here is we want to get to day 25, Yeah, just a little bit over. But what we're trying to do is we want to get to day 25 because with this character class, the Barbarian, that unlocks another class you could play as if you get to day 25 as this guy. So we're just trying to do that. And to do that, we're going to need big stats because you can see this layer is extremely difficult to mine through. And then the green layer below that is even worse to mine through. But if we can stockpile enough, like, employee miner stats and player stats, although I think we might actually be fine on player stats because we have one more pickaxe we can buy, right? And there aren't chests below the red layer currently in the game. So if with the next pickaxe we can buy, we will absolutely be tearing through the red layer. Like, no problem. Everything will get one shot. So I think at this point we need to focus employee miner stats when they're offered, because at some point we need to transition over to letting them do the mining. Because how this game works, right? You can buy as many employee miners as you want. You know, there's no upper limit. You can buy 1 trillion of them if you feel like it. And what the game does is to actually make the game playable and not just crash or freeze, is it like compresses them down into a like upper limit of what's rendered to the screen. And because of that, you know, once you have enough money, your employee miners can severely outscale you as the player. Because, you know, there's only so fast you can be getting these chest upgrades, and eventually 20% means nothing when you have like 1,000%. Like, it's crumbs. But the employee stats, because you can buy infinity of them, those stats are very meaningful, and they can scale way harder than you can. So ideally, the chests can start giving us more and more of those over the player stats. I'll still take player stats if, like, nothing else good is offered. Like here, might as well just take the mining damage. You know, there's something to be said for player mining damage until you're one-shotting these red fudge blocks, whatever they're called. Yeah, also more number better. That is very true. But, you know, that's the strategy I've developed, and it seems to work pretty well. Okay, so we're almost at 100%, so 300% speed. Our miners are getting pretty good. We may even almost, I don't know. I don't think so, no, because we're still looking for chests, really. We have the money we need. Perfect. Pink diamond. Best pickaxe we can get. And then we just want to dump all of our money into collectors for now. And then we'll get like a bazillion barbarians later. So we can almost get 1 million coal at this point with the with the collectors we currently have. So we need about 50 times more collectors than what we have, and we're there. Genius. Okay, we're making some good money. 6 million. So, at this point, we do need the miner whistle eventually. Is this when we start dumping stuff? Because if we look at our bonuses, right, we have like 500% for the player. That's pretty good. I don't think we really need to go much higher. Employee miner speed is good. The damage is not amazing. Maybe we spend today collecting chests, and then we just start dumping our money into miners and stuff. Not sure what's more efficient for making money for us right now. Because we can make like hundreds of thousands of coal just by mining here. And the closer we are to the base, like, the faster they can go back and just deliver the items, and we can actually get the money out of it. Because see, we made, what, 6 million the other day? We've already made half of that just in coal, like, mining in this layer. So actually, maybe this is the play. Like, even though it's not fully utilizing our collectors, maybe we just, like, we chill here, mine a bunch of stuff, get a bunch of money, and actually start dumping our money into, getting the automated mining going with the employees. Because then we can use the whistle we got to kind of, like, carry them along with us and just have them mining in this, like, darkstone layer, because they're definitely not going to be able to handle the green layer. Now, I don't think it's worth it to mine, like, for example, the diamond, because I think we only get, like, a handful of diamonds. And compare that to how much money we're making off of the coal. Like, even if the diamonds make a couple thousand per diamond, we only get, like, 30 of them. But with the coal, we can get millions of it. And that's, you know, millions of dollars. Hell yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, see? Look at all that. 300 million. Okay, this is going to scale up extremely quickly. Hell yeah. All right. So now begins dumping the money into the miners. I think we're good where these are. We'll even those out later and make it not ugly and annoying. But for here, we're going to get 1,000. 1,000 strong barbarians. And then, you know what? Yeah, we'll, 80. So, 69. And then there we go. We'll get the other, even out the numbers here. Okay. I think we're good with this. We could maybe dump more money into things, but let's just see. Let's see how it goes. And we'll dig straight down to this layer. And then we want to right-click. Minuscule amount of money. To be honest, kind of is. There they are. And with right-click, it'll just keep, like, using the whistle. I don't have to hold down my mouse button and, like, hurt myself. So there we go. They're pouring in. And now, like, the whistle will just constantly keep, like, a stream of them teleporting to our position. So let's see how well the miners do by themselves with us doing nothing at mining this layer here. Okay, okay. We're almost up to 10 million coal already. Not bad. I think they are going faster than I am by myself, so... At this point, we should be able to just skyrocket our scaling by just dumping more money into collectors and miners. Yeah, our 100 of each collector is easily keeping up with all this. So we can definitely just dump miners first. And we'll be okay. We also probably want to check to see, because I keep forgetting to check if we can actually get the water gun. I don't think we can, but if we could, that would actually help a lot. Well, we can check. Do we have wet damage? We don't. Yeah, I don't think we can. Yeah, look at that. We're halfway there. Honestly, we might not even need any more miners. We might just, like, we might be good to hit day 25's quota already. It's so funny. They're just like bees. Or ants or something. Like, it's just... just a vast array of them picking away at it. Tiny amounts, and then it adds up to being able to just cut through it all. Yeah, I think, honestly, we're over halfway there, and we're not even halfway through the day, so... 50 million is no sweat at this point already. I can't leave. They've trapped me. And because they've mined in like a wide funnel shape, there's not even something to jump off of to like get out of the hole. Ooh, I did it. Gamer. Day 100? I don't know, because it scales up like multiplicatively. Okay. So, right. We have like 10 days left or whatever. Let's get a bunch of home teleports. So we can just end the day after we hit our quota each day. Alright, well. Another 10,000. Or, oh. Wait, we have 1,000. Sorry. Let's go up to 10,000. Ooh, not quite. Might need wings. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's just buy wings. Why not? I like how when they jump down the pit, they're like spinning back and forth rapidly. It's really funny. Okay, this job is never ending. We're going home. I just don't want to... I'm lazy. I don't want to have to buy them again to buy more of the, like, good ones. Okay, here come the red miners. That's what we're looking for. Yes, we have much more of the red pickaxes. Okay, so this should be, like, way better. We should make plenty of money off this. Dude, what happened to our income? Why is it so shit? Okay, well, let's at least round those guys off, and then let's just get a shit ton of collectors and see what happens. Okay, dig straight down. Get here, right-click with the whistle, so when they start spawning, we just summon them. Get some more miner speed, why not? Grab a couple chests for fun. For fun, ha hee hee. Okay, yeah, see, now they delete this layer pretty quick. Okay, well, we already hit quota. Might as well go to bed. Vertical shaft. That, true. I mean, I want to do that eventually. Like, when we're playing a stronger class, we'll probably do that. I don't know what class is the best for, like, going as deep as possible. I think I probably not the barbarians here, because they mine weakly and they distribute, like, you know, they have a very low pickaxe strength. I think a class that has access to the miners that can mine just a single block with like 150,000 power or something, I think that's the one you want to like try to juice, because, you know, the miners are way stronger for each miner, and if you're pumping out like a million of them, like, it's a big difference, I think. All right, to bed we go. Oh, I've been live for 4 hours. Jesus. 4.5 hours. You really lose track of time playing this game, you know? It's just like, you get your miners, you get your dopamine, then it's like, wow, where did 4 hours go? I wonder what the problem is. What's the holdup? Just don't be delayed, Forehead. Just instantaneously provide the stream to the viewers. So how is that so hard? SMH. I don't know. Okay. Let's do day 25. Let's get this done. And then... I kind of want to try just one run where we, like... just keep pushing past day 25. It'll take a while, but that's fine. I don't think it'll take that long. Okay, so 50 million. I think need to be mining the gray stone layer here. Yeah, that'll get us there real quick. Red Bull ad? You know? It heard I was streaming for 4 hours. It's like, hey, you need some Red Bull so you can get your energy. Okay, there we go. Quota's met. Let's go to bed. And there we go. We have done it. Day 25. What have you done? The true ending. And you can keep going, of course. Warning, you may eventually encounter performance issues. You think? Maybe? Just a little bit? Maybe?